Hi, this is Michael Orrell of MobileBurn.com, and we're going to unbox two new Samsung devices that were just announced. We've got the Sunburst here, a touchscreen equipped device, and we've got the Strive over here with a full QWERTY keyboard. So let's start with the Sunburst. Pull it out, see what we got. Got the quick start guide, of course. Looks like one version in Spanish, one in English. It's the phone itself, battery, and of course the charger. This is a proprietary Samsung port. Okay, and let's set this aside before we look at the details of the phone, and we'll pull the Strive apart as well. The Strive comes with a CD. It says it's an interactive tutorial. We've got a quick start guide, not a full-size manual in this one. And otherwise, same basic kind of makeup, except we have a micro USB charger in this case, which is good to see. So here's the phone and here's the battery. So here we have the Sunburst. Let's remove that protective screen and take a look and see what we've got in terms of hardware design. You can see here's the volume control on the left-hand side. Covered micro USB port also on the left-hand edge. Not much to see other than the microphone hole here on the bottom. On the right-hand edge we've got the camera shutter button, the lock and unlock button, and then the covered port for the proprietary Samsung charger and data cable. There's no 3.5mm headphone jack on this, so you'll have to buy an adapter. It doesn't come with one. On the back, of course, you can see this. This is where the camera is located and the battery cover. And speaking of which, we're going to pop the cover off, insert a SIM card, and toss in the battery. Let's take a look at the battery first. It's 960 milliamp hour. Put it in like so. And click the rear cover back into place. There we go. And let's press the call end key, turn on the device. You can see there's also the call send key and a dedicated back button underneath the touchscreen here. So now the phone's all powered up. You can see it's a TouchWiz device. There's the tray. It's definitely a resistive touchscreen. You can feel it. A little bit tacky at spots, the display. Maybe it's just a little bit dirty, maybe residue from the leftover from the protective cover. But you can see we've got multiple home screens here. You can see the little indicator at the top showing which of the three home screens are on. Grab widgets, drag them back onto the tray. Let's pull up the main menu and just take a quick look here. We're not going to go in depth. Todd's going to do that with a later video or something like that. But this device does include AT&T's new messenger system. See if we can get a glimpse at that. Doesn't look that much different. So it's defaulting to triple tap. Don't see an obvious way to switch it to T9. Maybe there's another setting. There is a handwriting mode here though. A little difficult to use though. Yeah, not having too much luck with it. Let's see if we've got access to a QWERTY keyboard, and we do. There's a little bit of haptic feedback each time you press. And we'll send off the message. And there's the new inbound message. Now it's time to take a quick look at the Strive, and again we're going to remove that protective cover and the don't text while driving warning. And you see it's a totally different type of device. Still has a nice large display, but now we've got a 4-row QWERTY keyboard, not unlike that you would see maybe on the Propel. Left-hand edge we've got the volume controls here. Right-hand edge has a camera shutter button and a covered micro USB port. Nothing on the top and nothing on the bottom except for the small microphone hole. Fairly traditional D-pad with the AT&T logo in the center, select button. Back button, this looks like the multitasking button, and power, send, and 2 soft keys. Keyboard itself looks pretty decent. 4-row QWERTY keyboard with space in the right place. So you've got to use the function key or this to get to numbers value there. Keys have a nice feel to them. A little waxy feeling, but I think they feel pretty decent. No logos or graphics or anything on the back side of the slider. So let's open this thing up and stick a SIM and battery in. Just going to pop the cover off here and take the SIM card first. Slide it into that slot. And the battery, it's a 1000 milliamp hour battery. Slightly larger than on the Sunburst. Pop it back on. Looks like it's on fine. And hold down the call-in button to start it up. Got the phone powered up now, so let's take a look at it. If I press this button here, it's that quick access to a multitasking type thing. You can quick access to some of the common features right here. For example, we can go into messaging. See IM support for AIM, Windows Live, and Yahoo. Normal text messaging client. Just put in a fake number here by holding down the function key. And move down into the text box area. And something I hadn't noticed right off the bat is that it's actually, these keys are rubbery. Not only are they waxy, but they're not waxy plastic, they're waxy rubbery. And that feels not nearly as good as I thought it was at first, now that I'm typing in a few words. Seems to work, but just not as confidence inspiring as it felt at first. Send that off. Now this, you can see, is definitely a more IM type experience like we were expecting to see from the Sunburst. We just got a message back from AT&T saying that wasn't a valid number. Of course, we're aware of that. Center button to reply, and then you go through and reply here, and then it'll put the message right here back in the thread. Jump back to the main screen by hitting the call in button. You see when we close up the phone, it automatically asks if we want to lock it, and if we don't respond, it locks automatically within a couple of seconds. So, a nice looking package. I think it looks nice. There's even a blue under the speaker grill there, which is a nice touch since a few people are actually going to recognize that. And you can see blue highlights as well in the volume control button. Very nice looking device. Just not real impressed with the keyboard. It doesn't work as well as it looks like it should. So that's our quick unboxing of the Samsung Sunburst and Strive. Todd's going to do some full videos on these things, going through some of the features and stuff later on. But for now, I'm Michael Orrell for MobileBurn.com.